So the strong black woman stereotype. Let's talk about this. Let's discuss. So how does that make you guys feel? Like, is that something that you frown on, or is that something you welcome and be like, yeah, black power? Because for me, I'm just like, it's not just the problem I have with it is when they say you're black, so we know that you're fierce and you're strong, and I'm like, well, the color of my skin does not make me fierce and strong.
I feel like everyone's social context can help them be maybe stronger, but just because I am strong today, I'm gonna be strong tomorrow, and that's with anyone. I feel like I just don't like when people, like you said, automatically assume like an argument where she has attitude. She's like, it's not enough attitude, it's just whatever you've done has made me react this way. It's the same way, whatever. So
it's like, look at her face, she looks mean.
Yeah, because I remember a lot of different women, that's different races, that they're really feisty. So,
another thing that I've personally experienced is this, you're pretty for a black girl. And I'm just like, is that really a compliment, or were you just racist?
I used to have that problem because my family, most of the majority of them were a bit fairer skin, or just colorism in general. Like, just growing up, you feel like maybe you don't look as nice and this and that and this and that. And then I had other women that were my complexion that I always like praised them because they helped me not become that individual, because we all do know that the same thing with tanning, there's also a big thing of bleaching in the black community. And I'm glad that I never dived into that and never beat myself up too much for that. And as I get older, I just appreciate myself and my looks, because it's me, it's my looks. And if I'm beautiful for being me. I don't really want anyone to say like you're beautiful for being black. But then also I feel like black women have sometimes been considered ugly. So maybe when somebody on the outside is saying it, they might not feel like they're offending us because they're like, oh, like they didn't know or whatever. But it's hard because I don't want to make excuses for it. I just think women are beautiful just for being beautiful or whatever, guy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's a bit difficult sometimes to kind of take that compliment as a compliment.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. When people have opinions about it, just let it be opinions.
Exactly. Yeah.
The meaning of opinion, the word, just let it be. Let it be.
This question: when did you realize you're black?
Probably you will be the best one to answer. Growing up in Italy and having that, to face racism.
Like, it was. I've always like noticed I'm black. Even from home, my parents would literally tell you, and they start even from the food culture and everything. And in Italy, I was the only black person in my class every time, and I had this experience that this kid came to me and did this, like kind of like. Yeah, that day I was so shocked, and I felt like, what are you trying to do? He's like, I was trying to clear up if maybe you were there or something like that. So I went back home and I was so upset. I went to my parents and they were like, I had this bad experience because one of my classmates came to me and tried kind of like clear my skin off. So what was he trying to say and everything? And so that moment I started to be like, I don't want to go back, because now that's the moment I felt like I'm different.
Yeah.
Because initially, if I'm playing with the kids, I know that we're all the same. I don't see any difference between us. But from that moment, I started to realize, okay, maybe I'm different. There's something wrong with me or something like that. But yeah, I think that's the only experience.
I don't actually I feel like I've always known I was black.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like, I'm trying to think maybe college then, because our college is like predominantly white based, I guess. And it was maybe like, I think it was myself anyway, because I was gonna go on a trip with them, and I was kind of like, I'm like, what can I bring? What can I not? Like, what am I supposed to, And it sounds really stupid because we're just people. By the time I didn't know, like, what am I gonna eat when I go there? Like, if I feel like I don't know what it's gonna be. I didn't know, so I was just like, I think that's the time where I feel like I'm gonna go on a trip with all these white people, and just be
You just
yourself.
felt
And,
Yeah.
and it turned out being really great actually. Everybody at whatever the same stuff, and everybody slept the same way, and we all just were just. So it made me then myself learn not to be prejudiced, not to think bad about anybody or think that they it's a textbook how they live in this and that. So I learned a lesson myself how to not be closed-minded. Yeah.
Nice. Name a black female figure that inspires you to be better and why. I have one already, so I can start. Mine would have to be, this question, there's so many people who I feel, but the one woman who I find myself always going back to is Maya Angelou.
I knew.
And like, I've always loved her. I don't know what it was. Like, I've always just, from young, I've always loved her. Even like, I remember buying like one of her books in uni and just like being in awe and like reading, watching interviews and reading about her story. Like, I've never met her. I don't know her personally, but there's something about her story and what she teaches you that just really resonates with me.
I'll say that as well, but I'll add Michelle Obama as well.
Oh.
And
For me, when it comes to how like deep down, I think it's just all of my friends that I have around me, because I'm very picky. For you to be my friend, it's not like I'm choosing you, but it's because you motivate me. Like I'm not Angie just last year, but I see what this woman wants to do with her life and everything like that. It motivates me to want to be your friend and everything like that. And I've heard about everything you guys been through, and that's motivating, because you see, like, you as a black lady, a young lady, I would never think that you've been through that. But because now I've heard your story, it just makes you more powerful in my eyes and everything, and just motivates me, like, you know what, it's not like if you can do it I can do better, but if you can do it, just make me assure as a person that I can do it too.
I think like at the moment I think Jada Pinkett's been really good.
Alright guys, my last question for the day is, what do you know now that you wish your younger self knew?
I'll say don't make like a no stops you, because behind that no there are so many yeses. So just push through whatever you're going through, and if you don't get accepted one day, go further. The next step might be better than what you were expecting.
Yeah, mine would be just trust my judgment and trust your confidence, because I feel like for me personally, growing up, I was always second guessing myself, and not for any particular reason, but I think my main thing with myself was it wasn't right or it wasn't good enough. So, just let somebody else do it because they probably know better than you type of like, energy. And it's just you have to trust your instincts and your judgment, because ultimately you just have to allow yourself to bring it to the forefront of your mind to go for it and achieve it. So definitely be just trust yourself. But thank you so much guys for coming in and chatting with us today.
It's been very nice. I've loved this whole thing. I was a bit like I don't know, shy, and just being able to speak and hear everyone say it's been really nice. You guys are all amazing, and thank you for sharing your stories as well. It was very nice.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.